Darling, are you nearly ready for a little top-up? James Ashman smiles back at his wife, Kirsty, and lifts up his champagne flute so she can pour another half-glass in. Just a splash. He nods. I don't want to go too mad before the other guests arrive. But there's so much to celebrate. I'm so proud of you, my high-flying surgeon wife. Kirsty is, indeed, a success story. She's already completed more tours as chief surgeon in the forces than most men, let alone women, in a space where women are still underrepresented. Originally from Scotland, she has spent time in different parts of Africa, in Brunei, Oman, and across Europe, most recently in the Netherlands, France, and Germany. After a big decision to leave that behind and become more rooted, she is about to join a team in a top private hospital in Switzerland. I won't offer you a top-up, Whoopsie. One glass is enough for you, don't you think? Charlotte has never understood what's so special about champagne, but takes a dutiful sip. They're taking a final break in James's family home in Cornwall, inherited when his father, Charlotte's grandfather, died a decade ago. Kirsty places the Premier crew down next to a photograph of James's father, in full military regalia, back when he was a commander in the Navy. It's a picture that fascinates Charlotte. She doesn't remember much about her grandfather, a remote, intimidating figure, but in the photograph, it looks like he comes from another age. James followed suit, entering Sandhurst and becoming a senior-ranking officer in the army. Kirsty, too, was born to an army family. The military is in their blood, though somehow that gene skipped Charlotte. To pastures new. There are big changes ahead for Kirsty, and lucrative ones at that. She is at the top of her game, and Charlotte is in awe of her mother. She wonders quite how she'll ever be able to match up to all her mother's achievements. More still are planned. Kirsty has never been one for standing still. This is the start of her trajectory towards a goal of early retirement and eventually running her own charity. Tonight's party is all in her honour. They're lucky to have you. You're lucky to have me. And don't you like to let me know it? The banter is flirtatious, even after a quarter of a century of marriage, and Charlotte, as always, feels excluded. Kirsty's eyes alight upon one of the many splendidly framed photographs of their 3 sons, Henry, Edward, and Oliver, back when they were still in school together. She picks it up. The boys are all carbon copies of James, dark hair and dark-skinned. They were all sent to different boys' boarding schools that matched their strengths and interests. All 3 are accomplished sportsmen. Henry, in particular, was captain of the first 15, and has carried that over into his university rugby days. They are all the things that Charlotte will never be. A shame that the boys can't be with us tonight, her mother says. Charlotte's practically grown-up brothers all have their own summer commitments, and Charlotte knows only too well that their company would be preferred to hers. She'd like them to be here tonight too, especially Henry, who always has a kind word for her. Kirsty turns towards the windows and sighs. Look at that view. They've all seen it 1,000 times before, but it's never exactly the same each day. Outside, the sun is dipping on the horizon beyond the curved bay. The garden, filled with hydrangeas and easy-to-care-for shrubs, neither Kirsty nor James has any time or interest in gardening or domestic life, still manages to look bold and impressive. Beyond the garden, their private jetty disappears into the estuary, with a view of the sea beyond. It is a striking vista at this time of day. I never tire of it, but I'd rather look at you. Kirsty pushes his shoulder playfully. I'm awfully glad we never sold this place when your father died. It's a luxury we can afford, James assures her. It's also where they spend a great deal of time socialising, sailing, and relaxing. Because we work hard, Kirsty reminds him.